Let's have a look at the top 4 rules for being financially literate. Number 1, create a budget. One of the most important things to begin with to become financially literate is to create a basic budget sheet. A budget sheet helps you track your income and expenses, and more importantly, helps you identify where and on what you are overspending on. This will allow you to make informed decisions on how best to use your money. Without having a budget, it's very easy to overspend and get into debt. There are many ways one can create a budget, but the most important thing is to ensure that your entire income is added with all the expenses that you made for the month. This would include all of your necessary expenses such as rent, food, your electricity bill. Your budget also needs to include all your other expenses such as dining out, all your subscription bills, and any other leisure items that you might have. I personally have been tracking all my expenses for the past 10 years. If you ask me what I spent on gas during the month of February 2016, I would be able to give you the figure for that. By doing this, I have a financial compass which guides me to living a life with much less financial stress because I'm well informed about all my expenses and how much I'm saving or losing every single month. Have a look at this basic budget template that I created. If any of you are interested in having something like this, then please let me know in the comment section below and I will leave a link to it for absolutely free. And you'll be able to use this as a base for your budget sheet. Next on this list at number 2 is to save your money. I know this is easier said than done, but if you try break this down into small manageable parts, then it will be very possible. Let me explain. There are many good reasons to savings. Firstly, it allows you to reach your financial goals such as buying a house, going on holiday, or for retirement. And of course, the more money you have, the less financial stress you'll feel on a day-to-day basis. So how can you start saving more money? Well, the first step is to create a budget and figure out what percentage of money you are saving or losing per month right now. Next would be to identify the things which you are overspending on. The minimum goal you should be striving for is to save 10% of your net income every single month. With the help of a budget, you'll be able to identify this. If your percentage saved is closer to 0 or -%, then each month try to get that savings percentage higher by cutting out unnecessary expenses. And sometimes it may be necessary to cut out on things you enjoy, such as your Netflix subscription, because it's not as essential to have, such as food and electricity. The third thing on this list is to create an emergency fund. Almost 50% of Americans have less than $500 saved up, and this can become a problem when an unexpected cost arrives. An unexpected cost could be anything from a health-related expense, or you hit a pothole that now requires you to get new tires for your car. It could be absolutely anything. A large unexpected cost will happen to everyone one day. All you can do is to be prepared for it by having an emergency fund. Have a look at all of these stats relating to an emergency fund or lack of having an emergency fund. When an unexpected cost comes, many are forced to get small loans with extremely high interest rates, which can massively affect your net worth in the long run without most people even realizing this. What I would suggest to start off would be to ensure that the above 2 steps of creating a budget and ensuring that you have saving at least 10% every single month is done. Then I would suggest that you build up an emergency fund to at least 3 months of your monthly expenses. So with the help of your budget, you will be able to see just how much on average per month you are spending. You take that total, times it by 3. So as an example, if you spend $500 per month, you need to ensure that your emergency fund has at least $1,500 in it. Another thing to make sure is that your emergency fund needs to be in a separate account from your daily spending account, because you do not want to get these funds mixed up when buying your weekly groceries. This emergency fund also needs to be in an account that's earning you interest, but at the same time is easily accessible, so that in the event of an emergency, you're able to access the funds as soon as possible without incurring any hefty penalties from your bank. By having a 3-month emergency fund, it will give you the peace of mind that comes with knowing that you have a cushion in case of tough times. Before I move on to number 4, if you have enjoyed enjoyed this content thus far, then please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Step number 4 is that many people think that to become financially secure, all you need to do is save your money. Saving your money is extremely important, but saving goes hand in hand with investing. You need to be investing your money to truly build wealth and to be able to retire comfortably. While there is risk involved in investing, the rewards are well worth it. There are many different kinds of investment instruments out there. You can get the risky investments such as cryptocurrencies or the safer investments such as index funds. Investing also is something that will allow you to reap the benefits over decades rather than just years. The earlier you start investing, the more compound interest benefit you will enjoy. Have a look at this example on compound interest. If you invest $500 per month every month, at the end of 30 years, you will have amassed a total of just over $700,000. However, if you just invested an additional 10 years, so a total of 40 years, that figure would have doubled to over $1.6 million. The moral of the story here is to start investing as early as possible. If you want to know where the best place would be for you to safely invest your money into, then have a look at my next video about index fund investing for beginners. Like and subscribe for more.